Hi guys, welcome back to my channel.
We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring.
So I thought in today's video we could do just a little bit of a beauty and life chat slash Q&A. I asked you guys over on my Instagram, both by anonymous poll and also just in a general question box, what you guys would like to see, and you guys said a little Q&A. So I popped up a question box and you guys asked me a load of questions, so we're gonna go through them today. So if you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, and let's get started. Okay, so the first one is, how often do you shop for makeup slash skincare? If I'm honest, I at the moment have not been shopping for skincare or for makeup. I recently got the Space NK advent calendar, so my skincare has been absolutely sorted for months now at this point. And also as well, I have so much makeup to go through. I tend to, especially on the back end of the year, not buy much because obviously Christmas is coming up and my birthday is the 21st of December, so I tend to also not buy makeup because of that. But I'd say maybe like twice a year I would buy makeup and skincare. I buy skincare more than makeup because I run out of skincare a lot quicker because obviously I do my skincare twice a day. But in terms of like actually purchasing it just cause, I would say maybe twice a year. Next question, I forgot there's a few Christmassy bits in here. What are our plans for Christmas? So our plans for Christmas this year are actually completely different to any other year. We decided we're staying home for Christmas. There is no way you're getting us out of this house at Christmas. It was one thing I absolutely hated during Christmas was traveling. It just meant that I couldn't just stay and enjoy in one place. I felt like I was constantly rushing, and we don't want the boys to have that. So we've decided from now on that we are staying in for Christmas. So it'll just be, well actually I say it'll just be, it's gonna be Joseph, me, obviously the kids, my mom, her partner, his son, my granny, my granddad. So there's going to be a lot of us in the house, but it's going to be fun. Okay, number 3, where's your favorite place to buy makeup? So the top 4 places that I have to buy makeup are, number 1 always is Look Fantastic. Look Fantastic has such an array of brands that you can literally get anything on that website, like anything. I absolutely love them. I absolutely love Cult Beauty. What I love about Cult Beauty, probably over Look Fantastic, is that they've quite niche brands, not niche but ones that you can't really get. Like they've Say Beauty, they have Patrick Ta, they've just so many brands on there that you can't usually get on other retailers. They also have a reward system, so I'm constantly getting a $5 off, a $10 off, 20 quid off, depending on how much I've spent on my last haul. And they just always have like them free goodie bags that if you spend over this amount you get like a massive goodie bag. They just have really good deals, so I love them. I also love Space NK. Space NK is another place that has very niche brands, like they've Rare Beauty, they've got like Hourglass, like they just have like really good brands. So I would say Space NK. As we know, I love them. I unboxed my advent calendar from them. Then I would say Sephora. Sephora again is just a general very good brand. They have so many brands. I love Sephora's own brand. I feel like they get in really good gift sets. Like Sephora is also just a go-to. Ooh, number 4, what have you asked for Christmas? So actually funny that we were just talking about brands. What I asked for Christmas this year was from my mum. I asked for a Look Fantastic box subscription purely because I used to have a glossy box one years ago and I loved it, but I feel like Look Fantastic is now more my vibe of like what products they do in these boxes. So I've asked for that, and also I'll be unboxing these with you every single month for the next year, which I'm really excited about. What else? I kind of just sent a random list to Joseph for him to pick from, so he's picking from that, so I don't actually know what he's getting me. Then for my dad and Joe, I asked for their Look Fantastic actually brought out, and there's me, this is not a Look Fantastic ad obviously, but Look Fantastic actually brought out a discovery kit for her. So in it was like 5 perfumes. They're just small bottles. It's not like the skinny tester ones, like they're actual bottles of 5 perfumes, and you get to test all them out. And then they also gave you, I think it's a €65 voucher towards buying the full size one. So I asked for that. But other than that, oh, I also asked for the Lancome Tant Idol concealer from my granny. So a lot of it is mainly makeup and skincare. Who are your current favorite beauty influencers? So I've been loving a lot of the other platform influencers. I've been loving Eleanor Wood, both on the other platform and on YouTube. I've been loving, she is a Scottish influencer. Not full-time, but she definitely will be soon because she is 10 and is Caitlyn Sinnott. If anyone watches her. I love her. She's like a smaller YouTuber, big on the other platform, but I just love hers. I'm personally at the moment just really loving smaller creators. I find the bigger creators, no offense to any of them, have kind of just gone a bit out of touch of reality, like just slightly. They've just been just not their usual content. Like I feel like once influencers get big, they stop making the content that they got them there in the first place. Like a lot of influencers are now just vlogging all the time, and like I do love a good vlog, do not get me wrong, but I like certain people for vlogs. I like Zoella for vlogs because she used to always do them. I like certain people, but certain people that I would watch all of the time have now just started churning out vlogs, and I'm just like, I don't want to watch vlogs, no offense. I want to watch your sit down videos, I want to watch your makeup videos, I want to watch, and I feel like people are going away from makeup, which breaks my heart because I feel like that's where we all kind of joined in the beauty community, was makeup. And I get people change, I get people grow, do not get me wrong, but I don't know, I'm just not loving a lot of bigger people's content. I have been loving as well Makeup with Alex Kate. She has like, I think 15k subscribers on here. Love her content. She's always putting out literally all she does mainly is makeup content, and then when she does throw in the random Q&A or the random like just random vlog, I love it. I eat it up because it's not all the time. So yeah. Okay, next one. How does your Christmas day usually go? We wake up, well I say we, it was always just me and mom. I wake up, I go get mom, we go downstairs, my stocking and presents are there. I open my stocking, I open my presents, mom opens her presents. Then we make breakfast, we kind of chill for a bit, then we get ready, we go to mass on Christmas Day, then we come back, we head to my aunt's for dinner, we have dinner, and then like I said, I would go to my granny's to go see on my dad's side of the family. Then I would get dropped back to my aunt's, we'd stay there for a good hours to the morning, and then we go back to my granny's to stay for the night. That's how my Christmas day goes. What is a makeup trend you used to love? Okay, I was 100% a, what's it called, block eyebrow gal. That was me. And it's so funny because when you're in that time when that is the trend, you don't see the blindness. Like I had dark brown eyebrows so thick on my face that it was so normal for girls my age, and like it was just the in thing then, that like I did not see an issue. Now looking back, I'm like, Leah, what happened? And thank God we've gone back to natural eyebrows, because I genuinely look at myself and cry at how horrible they were. Who is your favorite person to buy presents for? Okay, I'm not gonna lie, there's one person only that I love buying presents for, and that is Nicole. Nicole genuinely is my favorite person to buy presents, because it's like buying presents for me. All of the gifts I usually end up giving her are gifts that I would like. Now we do a thing where we set up a Pinterest board each of like inspiration of like what we'd like for Christmas. It's usually makeup, skincare, hair care, stuff like that. And so when I'm going through her board, I'm like picking out everything that I know she'll love, but also that I'm like, ooh, I want that as well. So when I'm shopping for her, and it's all the stuff I would love to buy, but I'm buying it for her. And then when I just love seeing her reaction, because we actually record our reactions to each other of like what the other person has got them. So she'll film herself opening my presents, and I just love it. It's like my favorite thing. What is your favorite step in your makeup routine? I think genuinely, if anyone doesn't get this, I'll be shocked. My favorite step in my makeup routine is bronzer. I actually think I'm a bit of a bronzer addict. This is probably my #1 product of my entire makeup routine. I love this. This never fails me. I also do love foundation. I am such like a foundation. I'm a base gal. Like I'm not an eyes gal. I am sometimes a lip gal, but I'm mainly a base gal. So any base product is my absolute favorite to do in my makeup routine, but it definitely has to be bronzer. What is your favorite perfume for winter? Call me basic, but Black Opium by YSL. I am a Black Opium girly through and through. If you know me, you know that I smell 1000% of the time like Black Opium, but especially Black Opium in winter. It's got like them coffee notes, them vanilla notes. It's very, very like sweet, but dark sweet, if that makes sense. Like it is a stunning scent. I know people say it's basic. I know people are like, oh, but like what's wrong with being basic? Like there's a reason why it is one of their, probably I say their best selling perfumes. There's a reason, and it is because it smells so good. What is your favorite makeup look you've ever done? Way back on my channel when I first started, the green eye look that I did, I used to do that all of the time. Like, I used to be such an eyeshadow person. That is my favorite eyeshadow look I've ever done in my entire life. It was like a matte green crease with glitter, like green glitter. It was absolutely stunning, and yeah, it's my absolute favorite. You can go back on my channel and actually watch that. Do you think the beauty advent calendars are worth it? My take on the beauty advent calendars are, if you can afford them and you will use over 75% of the products in it, and you are also getting a good saving, I would say they are worth it. The Space NK one was expensive, but it was in my budget for when I bought it, and all of the products added up to, what was it, 1.3k or something, and I got it for like 280. And 90% of the products I will use, and I am using currently. So for me, the Space NK one was 100% worth it. If we were to look at the Cult Beauty one, now looking back, I probably would have loved it, but I think I would have only used 50%. Same with the Sephora one, same with the Beauty Bay one. I am a person that looks for main brand products in an advent calendar. Space NK, I knew I would use absolutely every single one of those products. Just some ones I just don't use. So say like the Chantecaille highlighter and the Rodial highlighter, I just don't use highlighter. They're beautiful products, and if I used highlighter, I would 100% use them. But I wouldn't. They had such good brands in there. They had Sol de Janeiro, they had Medicate, they had like Eve Lom, they had Summer Fridays in it, they had just so many big brands. Iliad, they had really good brands in it. Whereas like Cult Beauty, I found had good brands but only 50%, like so 50% of the brands that you would know. And personally for me, like I said, if I'm buying an advent calendar, I want it to be full of brands I know and are cult products. Like, I don't like when brands put in products that people don't know about. And I get it's for you to try things, but as just a normal consumer, I want brands that I recognize, if that makes sense. So yeah, I would say if the price and what it's worth are big enough in the difference, and it's filled with a load of brands I love, then yes, 100%. Like Space NK this year smashed it. What is the makeup product you will always splurge on? I would have to say all base products. Like, I know the current makeup look that I have right now is completely drugstore, but my Huda Beauty powder, but then my e.l.f. one is doing so good. Okay, I'm not gonna say powder, I'm not gonna say foundation or concealer, maybe. Okay, I'm gonna have to go with bronzer. I find that drugstore bronzers sometimes aren't pigmented enough. They can sometimes be just too pressed of a powder, whereas a MAC Mineralized Skin Finish is a, what's the word, baked bronzer. So I would say bronzer. I do low-key want to say foundation and concealer and powder, but I love the foundation and concealer and powder that I have on, so I really can't say that. But I might just say all base products. I think all base products are so worth the investment, especially because a lot of higher end products have really good skincare in them as well. So yeah, I would say all base products. Ooh, this is a good one. How important is makeup prep? I would say on a day-to-day basis, makeup prep is fairly important. Like, I would say, yeah, quite important. You always need to do skincare before your makeup for it to even look decent. However, I will also say that if I am looking to do a long day of makeup, whether it's for like a wedding, an event, for anything that I know my makeup's gonna be on longer than 8 hours, I would stay low on the makeup prep, as in not overdo moisturizers, not overdo serums, not overdo toners, not overdo primers, because the more you have on under your makeup, the more your makeup's going to break down. On a day-to-day basis, I will always have skincare on my face, but I have learned from professional makeup artists that the more you have on your skin, the more your makeup's going to slip and slide. I've seen a lot of makeup artists not use moisturizer beforehand and just go straight in with primer, or they will do a moisturizer but not a serum, nothing like that, and keeping the moisture very low. So I would say it is important to a certain extent, because obviously you want your skin to still be hydrating and stuff like that, but you don't want to have too many products on before you go in with your actual makeup because it's just going to slip and slide. Okay, do you think the social media space is saturated, and is it worth starting now, especially the beauty space? I'm not gonna lie, I would say it is very saturated. Even when I joined, it was so saturated. It was in the middle of COVID and people were starting up right then and there, everyone was. But what I will say is the other platform is much more saturated than YouTube nowadays. YouTube nowadays, I think a lot of creators have forgotten about, but viewers are still there, and that is something that I think a lot of people and even a lot of brands aren't looking at. The other platform is so saturated, everyone's starting up, everyone wants to blow up, everything like that, and brands are focusing all of their time over there. However, a lot of people want long form content. A lot of people stick YouTube on in the background. A lot of people stick YouTube on when they're going to bed if there's like nothing to watch. Whereas the other platform, you're scrolling in bed, it's mindless scrolling, and there's still a lot of followers on here, there's still a lot of viewers on here, and I think that's what a lot of people forget. I would say if you're going to start up and you're into long form content and into like editing, I would go with YouTube, being honest, like being completely honest. YouTube is no longer saturated. It's saturated in terms of people, but it's not saturated in terms of videos being pushed out because everyone's moved on to short form content, which, being honest, I like it, but I can only endure it for like maybe 10 minutes and then I click off, because YouTube, it's always been my safe space, and for a lot of people as well. So I would say in the beauty space, there's a lot of people. Find your niche, find what you like. For me, it's reviewing products. For me, it's talking about products. For me, it's like doing random makeup looks, everything like that. But find your niche and stick to it, because people will want to come back to the same thing. If you're constantly changing up, you know, your content to suit what's going on right now, you won't last. But I would say definitely start up if you were thinking about it, and it's definitely not saturated. And finally, I really like this question: who are your dream brands to work with? Currently, my dream brands to work with will be any of the retailers like Look Fantastic, Cult Beauty, Space NK, because they are my top 3 main places to purchase from. I think Cult Beauty would definitely be up there, and Space NK. Look Fantastic, they don't tend to work with a lot of smaller creators, and I don't think Cult Beauty or Space NK do either, but they are like my top goals. I would also really love to work with Skims. I know I don't do a lot of fashion content on here, so yeah, I would love to work with them. So guys, that is the end of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed kind of like a little catch up, a little Q&A, a little beauty Q&A especially. I feel like I tend to do more like life questions. I did leave a few of them out because they just weren't going with the theme of this video, kind of like Christmas plans and everything like that. But if you want me to do another life update Q&A, I can definitely do that for you guys. But for now, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.